Have you ever visited a fortune teller? Or maybe someone in your family did? And the fortune teller said something strange, something about the future. Maybe they said, "You will meet the love of your life," or "A big opportunity is coming." And then, a week later, a month later, maybe even a year later, it actually happened. And you thought, how? How could they know? Was it magic? Coincidence? Or do some people really see into the future? The truth is far less mystical, but infinitely more powerful. Because no, they didn't know your future. They planted an idea in your mind, and you, with your thoughts, your focus, your actions, made it real. And if a stranger with cards and candles can plant one seed in your head and shift the course of your life, imagine what would happen if you learned to do it yourself. Imagine if you became your own fortune teller. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Tonight, we will not talk about kings, celebrities or scandals. This one is about you, about the future you're waiting for, about the future you're about to create. So let's go deeper. Why do fortune tellers seem so convincing? Because they don't really predict. They suggest. They plant ideas broad enough to fit many situations, but specific enough that you remember them. You'll meet someone. Well, of course you will. There are 7 billion people on this planet. A new opportunity will arrive. Life constantly brings small openings. But when you believe their words, you start scanning. You notice things you'd normally ignore. You pay attention to people who might have slipped past you. You're alert for that opportunity. And because your brain is searching, you find it. There's a name for this. The reticular activating system in your brain. It's like a filter. Out of millions of signals every day, it decides what you notice. Most of the time, it keeps you sane by ignoring noise. But when something becomes important to you, like the words of a fortune teller, your brain suddenly highlights it everywhere. It's why, when you think about buying a red car, you start seeing red cars everywhere. They were always there, but now your brain tags them as important. So when a fortune teller says, "You will meet love," your subconscious tags every smile, every glance, every conversation. And suddenly, you manifest it. But the fortune teller didn't manifest it. You did. Now here's the real question. Why don't your normal positive thoughts have the same effect? You tell yourself, "I want to be successful. I want good things." But somehow they don't happen. The difference is belief. When you think positively, often it's just a wish. You don't fully expect it. You hope, but you also doubt. That doubt dilutes the power. But when you hand your faith to a fortune teller, when you sit there and believe they know something, you open your subconscious like a door. You give them full authority. And because your faith is absolute, your brain works overtime to make it real. So what happens if you stop handing that authority to strangers and give it to yourself? What if you believed your own words with the same conviction? That's the secret. Be your own fortune teller. Every religion, every philosophy, every science of the mind points to this same truth. Your belief shapes your reality. Jesus said, "According to your faith, let it be done to you." Matthew 9:29. He didn't say according to the fortune teller. He said, your faith. In Judaism, the Talmud teaches, we do not see things as they are. We see them as we are, meaning your perception creates your world. In Islam, the Quran says, indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. Surah Ar-Ra'd 13:11. And if you follow no religion, look at nature. A seed doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't consult an oracle. It grows into what it believes it is programmed to be. An acorn becomes an oak. A grain becomes wheat. Everything follows the pattern written inside it. And you too have a pattern, shaped by what you allow into your mind. When you believe a fortune teller, you outsource your destiny. But when you believe yourself, you write it from the inside out. Psychologists call this the self-fulfilling prophecy. Expectation becomes reality because your actions, your focus, your persistence line up with it. Athletes know this. Before they compete, they visualize the win, not as a daydream, as a certainty, and their bodies follow. Entrepreneurs know this. Before they build their companies, they picture success, and their decisions align with that vision. The world doesn't bend to fortune tellers, it bends to belief. Now here's the challenge. For the next 30 days, I want you to stop waiting for someone else to tell you your destiny. Stop waiting for tarot cards, horoscopes, stars, or strangers with crystals. Stop waiting for signs. Write down your own prophecy. One sentence, one vision, something powerful. I will start the business I've been afraid of. I will heal from this heartbreak. I will change my health. I will find love that honors me. And every single day, speak it. Read it. Live as if it's already on the way. Because the truth is, your brain doesn't care whether the words came from a fortune teller or from your own mouth. What matters is your belief. If you believe it, your subconscious tags it, searches for it, builds it, and step by step you become it. Think about it. A stranger can tell you 3 vague sentences and change your whole year. Why can't you? Why can't you tell yourself 3 powerful truths and change your whole life? Here's what will happen. At first, it feels fake. You'll doubt. You'll say the words, but inside you'll think, this isn't true. That's normal. Keep going. Day after day, repetition cuts grooves into your mind. Like water carving stone, the words sink deeper. And soon, your brain stops resisting. It starts aligning. You start noticing small chances. You start moving differently. People respond differently. And little by little, the prophecy becomes flesh. But it's not magic. It's not destiny. It's you. And this is where I need to warn you. The same power works both ways. If you keep repeating failure, if you keep expecting rejection, if you keep prophesying darkness, that too will come, because your brain is faithful to whatever seed you plant. So be careful. Be intentional. Don't let someone else write your prophecy. Don't let fear write it. Don't let doubt write it. Write it yourself. When Jesus said, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains, he wasn't exaggerating. A mustard seed is tiny, but once planted, it grows relentlessly. That's what belief does. And science agrees. The placebo effect proves it. Patients given sugar pills, but told they are medicine, often heal, simply because they believe they will. Their bodies respond to belief as if it were fact. So I'll ask you, what sugar pills are you giving yourself? What words are you swallowing every day? Are they healing you, or are they poisoning you? It's time to become your own healer, your own prophet, your own fortune teller. Don't wait for someone in a dark room with candles to hand you your future. Don't wait for someone else's permission to believe. Write your prophecy, believe it, live it. Because in the end, the fortune teller never knew your future. You did. And if you can hand your faith to a stranger and watch their words bend your world, imagine what would happen if you gave that same faith to yourself. Imagine what would happen if you stopped hoping and started believing. So from this moment on, don't look to the stars, don't look to the cards, don't look to strangers. Look into the mirror. That is your crystal ball. That is your prophecy. Be your own fortune teller. Thank you all for watching. If this message touched you, share it. And don't forget to subscribe. Because here, we don't wait for fortune tellers. We write our own stories together.